Amsterdam today. So we are flying from Washington D.C. to Amsterdam. It's about a 6 hour and 45 minute flight.
Doing the signature wave.
Please fasten your seatbelts.
Welcome to Amsterdam. We have landed. We are ready to explore.
So I'm excited. I just said to Emerson, this completes his, he's part Dutch, part Italian, part Zambian. So he's been to Zambia, he's been to Italy, now he will be in the Netherlands. So yay! Completes his sort of the end.
What she said. For me, I've added another country to my list of countries that I have visited all over the world. We are waiting for our driver pickup. Anyway, he found us and here he is, I believe. So we just got to load up and we'll be on our way. As always, we arrive with 2 million pieces of luggage.
As always,
It never fails because this is how we travel.
lightest packers in the world.
If we don't have 2 million pieces of luggage, then it's not us.
Somebody else.
Yeah.
Masquerading as us.
We are driver's worst nightmare. I'm just so glad that we got a van this time because I remember in Norway, Bro came with a sedan first up, and we had to try to fit all this shit and said, didn't go too well. But we had to switch driver. We good this time.
Yeah. So. So that's our hotel. We've checked in. And now we are going for a walking tour, which involves food and stuff. So we are walking. Oh man. All of a sudden it's kind of cold out here. It wasn't as cold when we arrived. Was it because I was in a warm car? Alright. I must say, this city has a lot of bikes. Like everywhere you look, there's bikes. Look. And this is nothing. As we walk, you will see there's bikes at every corner. Everybody owns like 10 bikes in this city. It's a city that bikes everywhere.
There's bike piled up on every street.
Yeah. So we walking towards Anne Frank's house. That's where we're gonna meet our tour guide. Architecture in this city is very unique. You can see from that building. It's a walking city. Pretty much walk everywhere, walk and bike. Accessible by foot. Everything is designed for bikes. Not very many cars here. And there's not a lot of parking spaces to make it very hard for you to own a car in the city by design. Look, more bikes. Yes, there's bikes, dikes, and canals everywhere. This city is about 6.6 feet below sea level. So if any of the dikes break, this whole place will be flooded. What is it? Because it is below sea level, 2 meters. So it is very quiet today. All these cities nowadays, you smell weed everywhere. Doesn't matter what city you're in. It's the same fragrance that comes out. It seems the whole world is high nowadays. Everybody's smoking it. Look at this little thing. What is that? I can pick that up and move it. It's an opal. See? There's another one. It's booted though. Somebody put a boot on that. This is a city with bikes and small cars. Because you got to be able to park. They've narrowed the streets in this city to accommodate, to make room for bikes. They've narrowed the car paths and widened the bike paths so you can encourage more people to bike around the city, which is pretty cool, I guess. Takes all that smog, CO2 coming from the tailpipes out of the equation. Every little bit helps. Des chevaux. And so we've arrived at our meeting point.
Yes, meeting point for the walking and food tour that we're going on. 2 hours, kind of a luncheon thing. So that'll be fun. Looking forward to that. Everybody's hungry. Everybody's also a little tired from the flight because we just got in.
The itinerary said 3 hours.
That's true. Maybe 2 hours is too.
All right, we begin the food tour. We started at the Anne Frank statue, so now we're walking. Walking is good because it's cold out here, so we're gonna eat different types of food today on this food tour. Local cuisine. I'm told they don't use a lot of seasonings in their food, so we'll see. Should be interesting. This is walking to our first stop.
Probably just walking through the city, you'll see Laurel Vibes, an American couple. Most of the steaks that are here are all made by Dutch artists, but that's the only thing that's made by an American couple. And they moved here, I think, around 2003, something like that, early 2000s. And they loved it here. But the wife, we had a big problem because there's a lot of bikes, and she had a very big.
Let's go eat some Dutch pancakes.
Il y a un petit chat. I got the ginger tea.
I'll take the mint.
Green tea?
Yeah.
Nice. Took my recommendation. Funny origin, because you're considered very Dutch, like really a staple of Dutch food. So any person you would ask on the street would know about these, even small kids. They ate in secret and made for themselves. So it would be very expensive to feed that to the entire, you know, parish.
Oh my gosh. Dude, what do you think?
It's very good.
This is so good.
So that was a fun, interesting place with the crepes or pancakes. We had, they taste more like, they remind me of beignets in New Orleans. And we're also serving tea tea or coffee, so I have some mint tea. So interesting.
There's the Anne Frank house.
And so that's the Anne Frank house behind me. Defender. That's the highlight of the tour. Bikes and bikes and bikes and bikes. More bikes. And across the street, bikes. She was saying sometimes they fall into the canal
Yeah.
and then they gotta go fish them out. And then some of them get stolen. Homeless people steal them and sell them to somebody else for 10 euros. So, but it seems to me some of these bikes like they haven't been used in a while. So
Bikes, that's actually on purpose because ugly bikes don't get stolen. But sometimes people just leave it there.
Yeah.
That happens, but a lot of people will actually screw this off as well,
yeah, take it off, yeah.
so that it just doesn't
So it makes
look
it-
very attractive to the.
And you don't want to sit on that.
But yeah. So right now we're almost.
So this is Amsterdam, huh? This very small street has traffic flowing through it very fast. Emerson.
Ja, ook omdat ze dus iedere keer zijn.
I'm a fool. So is that.
I'm like that, but with Halloween.
I just go.
I go overboard.
Okay. Yeah, it's become huge in the States. I mean, it's almost with all decorated. I love that.
Another one done. Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye. We will. Thank you very much.
Carbon fiber?
Local transportation.
Is it a one
Look.
seater? See, it's a two-seater.
I can pick this up with my finger. Didn't film much at the last one that we just ate from. So this food tours are more like tapas, but not really. There's small portions of food that they bring to the table that you try out. Like the last one had this mash made with potatoes and carrots and mustard and some kind of broth. And the sausage was like kielbasa, so it was interesting. And then they brought out a gin type of drink. So, oh, look at this one. So the drink they brought out was not gin, it was called Geneva. And they forbade you to call it gin. So there's a story behind that. So we won't go.
You start over there and you pan.
No. What did you see?
Oh, I saw all kinds of yummy things. There's
Like, how is that for the vlog?
like I didn't know why you were doing. Why would you like? Why do I have to say it when you could?
Because you're good at speaking.
So there are pastries, there are cold foods, there are cheeses, there are all sorts of wonderful elixirs, different types of balsamics.
They got whole cheese wheels in there.
They have whole cheese wheels. They have it's wonderful and it smells good and it's warm and it's just lovely in there. all kinds
Okay,
of
I'm back.
wonderful things.
She's back.
I need going.
I'll be right back.
So you can call them Gouda even though they're not made in the Gouda region. And
Gouda comes from the Netherlands?
yeah, it's a region in the Netherlands. So you can go to Gouda, but Dutch people probably say Gouda, but Belgian accent. So I don't pronounce a G. So yeah, I would say just start from young to old.
That's saying something.
It's that peanut sauce. Very, very good. He'll tell you.
Yeah, some people even buy the sauce only, like so
Oh,
they
I
come to
bet.
pick up sauce.
This is really good. Really good.
This is the best peanut sauce I think I've ever had. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. And while I have you, like and subscribe, please. Really
Please.
appreciate it.
Hit the button with your nose.
I love that.
This is the secret place she was talking about.
That's cabbage.
Cabbage. It's super familiar. Didn't quite wonder what it is.
I understand because they make it what we call sour. Yeah, basically. That's a little bit like yours.
They are drilling for fish.
We're drilling for fish.
I don't know what they're drilling for, but they're drilling. Is it time for my nap now? Can I go home and take a nap?
I don't know. I'm eating. I'm full of energy now. As soon as I get to my room, I'm up. I'm up tired. Well, walk in the door. This was not have a
Okay.
just collapse.
So we have one more location to do.
Okay.
But before we go there, I wanted to talk about the shutters over there. Well, we can't see anything due to the construction, but I just wanted to share a little fun fact. So you probably see the shutters at some of the houses. A lot of people think they're there to protect the windows against something, but they're actually just there because they were, a tax scheme. No, a tax scheme invented by the Dutch. So back in the day, people had a window tax, and the people that built their houses here, they wanted to have windows, obviously, so that they have a nice view of the city, a nice view of the canals. But they didn't want to pay the extra taxes on the windows, so what did they do? They put the shutters in front of the door, and when they came around, to make an estimate of the house, they would say, "Well, that's not a window. That's clearly a door." And they were like, and the tax collector obviously was like, "A door on the fourth floor? What do you mean? Why would you have a door with no stair? Like that, you would die." And Dutch people would just say, "Well, it's my choice. It's my house. It's not your business. It's a door." And of course, the tax collector knew better, but because the people that lived there tended to be a bit of middle class, it was politically too sensitive to really make a big deal out of it. So they let them keep their window doors. Yeah, actually, tax is the same reason why our doors are so skinny. Look at this one, it's really bad. So back in the day,
So
we
the
had-
smaller it is, the less you pay?
yeah, so the wider your house, the more taxes you have to pay, and they
What the-
actually did it so that rich people wouldn't build a house as big as a street. But what did people do? They built very skinny houses, but this is an extreme example. They built skinny houses and they built them very tall, and that's why we now have to pull up everything through the window. So, yeah, exactly. We still use them because it's the best way. Sending you away from all the photos. That's okay.
That's where we spent the last couple of days.
So this was the last place where we just had apple pie. He was very good. I had apple pie and hot chocolate. So there was a funny story about Bill Clinton and his place that I don't quite remember how to tell you, but Pam will.
So when Bill Clinton was president, he wanted to come here and have pie. And evidently he called them and said, could I come here and have some pie? And they said, why do you make a reservation for a place where you have pie? You don't even make a reservation. They didn't understand the entourage that the American president comes with. Oh, my cool. So anyway, so he got to have his pie, he liked it so much. And then he wanted more, and so he asked them to just send some to him, and they didn't have a box or anything to put it in, so they just put it in a plastic bag. So he got smashed pie, but he still liked it, and now we know why, because we have the pie, and it's very, very good.
It was like a
And that's the story. There was a little more detail to that, but you know,
It's good enough.
that was the quick version of the story. And it's cold out here.
It's always busy. They
these
always say
places are
no.
small.
Yeah, exactly. So always book ahead if you can.
What's up with the doors, man?
Taxes.
Like that, like times have changed. You know?
Taxes.
Well, the taxes have it.
And it costs
They
more
have
money.
it?
And it costs more money to renovate buildings like that. So they just stay like that. But
Yeah.
I like it. It's really Amsterdam charm.
Quaint.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a good place for dinner. We don't have any plans for dinner the next couple.
What kind of food are you like?
That there would be the Royal Palace in Amsterdam. And some Christmas music playing in the background. What is she doing?
Vay sen baksana özledin mi? Bak bizim kralın saksana. Vay tabii.